Hello and welcome to this new Kosmik video. So today I want to give you a tour of our latest updates and 3 new features we've just added to Kosmik. So we're going to see tabs in the Kosmik web browser, how you can now capture an arbitrary section of a web page and not just elements we detect with our tool, and also how you can now connect objects with lines, which are kind of the first version of what will become arrows, so you can do mind maps in Kosmik. So if I open Kosmik web browser, the first thing you'll see is that we now restore the latest page you were on. So here I was browsing that page from Good Moods and Joe Colombo. And you see here we have a new button. And if I click it, you see we have tabs, vertical tabs that you can just click on to switch. And if you need a new tab, just click New Tab and you can now be back on Google and search the web. So if I type Wikipedia, for example, we're going to launch that search. You can click, browse. We still have the full screen mode, everything you expect from Kosmik. To close the tab, just click on the close box here. And we have one feature which is quite nice. Let's say you're on a heavy session of research and you want to keep everything you've opened in the tab bar. Just click on the ellipse button here, bookmark all tabs. And you see here we create a stack of all the tabs you had open in your browser. Very, very handy. Now, what I wanted to show you is how you can now capture any part of a web page. So if you use our capture system, you see we have that kind of smart capture object, which kind of detects what is below the cursor and tries to make a guess as to what you're trying to capture. Well, now you can just also click anywhere and just say, okay, this is the part of the page I want. And we save that on the canvas. What is super cool is that, let me create a new tab to show that to you. If I close the browser, click on that image, you see we also have a source for arbitrary captures. And if I click here, we restore the correct page and you can now browse it and you see Kosmik reopened it in a new tab. So this is, those are the improvements that we've just added to the browser of Kosmik. So you see in April, we added an ad blocker. Then we added that last session restore mechanism. Now we're adding tabs. So we're trying to make Kosmik browser as powerful as possible. And we're also working on a web clipper, so you can use Chrome or any Chromium-based browser as your main browser and just clip items that you can then drag and drop in Kosmik if you want to build mood boards or asset library, while also using your classical web browser. Now, another thing I wanted to show you is that those new arrows. So arrows in Kosmik, connectors, are objects that you can use to link 2 or more items together. So you can either access them by clicking on the shape menu here, click on connector, we create one, and you can connect it. For now, you can connect them to an object edges. So you have 4 anchor points. And in the later version will allow you to anchor them anywhere you'd like, including a precise point in the image. And you'll also be able to add a head if you want to point to something, or a tail if you want to have a nicer end to the arrow's termination. And you can choose how thick you want it to be, if you want it to be dotted or not, and what color you want it to be. And when you move an object, they stick together. Now, if you want to create a connection very fast, very quickly, you can just press A, drag, drop, and boom, that's done. And you see the objects are connected. So this is a first version of the arrow object. And here we are. This was a tour of our latest release. We have a lot of things planned for June. The web clipper, manual tags. So when you clip something, when you're working on an object, we add those descriptions, we add those tags. We know you'd like to also add your own tags. We're working on that. So lots of new features planned for June and for the whole summer. So enjoy this video, this new release, and talk to you soon. Bye.